Who is joined by Deputy Solicitor Rita Dess to respond.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mayor Kuzma. I have a challenge following the Honorable Chief Justice Finney. I should just say, I agree, and sit down, but
That's what I always do.
Custom dictates that I lay out reasons for why I agree with the Chief Justice. The facts in this case are very straightforward. On January 31st, 1961, 10 students from Friendship College marched down to Main Street to take a seat at the McCrory's Five and Dime lunch counter. They did this knowing that the McCrory's lunch counter was a segregated whites-only lunch counter. They did this for the sole purpose of laying themselves before the conscience of the community and putting their very freedom at stake to make the point that the segregated lunch counters in Rock Hill and across the South were wrong, and that the policies and laws that supported these segregated counters and other segregated facilities and public facilities in the South were wrong, and that something needed to change. They sat down, they did not create a disturbance, they did nothing untoward while in the diner that would have warranted their removal from the diner. But upon sitting down, almost immediately, they were seized by law enforcement officers, taken out of the diner, placed under arrest for trespassing. The record is abundantly clear. There is only one reason these men were arrested. There's only one reason that they were charged and convicted for trespassing, and that is because they were black. That could not happen today. It was wrong then, it's wrong today. And these convictions, if they are allowed to stand, would be an offense to justice, and they must be vacated, and the charges must be dismissed. Now, I could stop there and say that's enough, but I think I need to say more. First, before I get to that, though, we have recognized the members of the Friendship Nine that are here, and we've also recognized two members from the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee that were arrested approximately a week later. But there's one person that's in this courtroom whose record is not going to be clear today because he has no record. He was not charged, although he gladly would have joined these men in jail, I know, if he could have, but he couldn't be charged because he was white. And he exhibited, in the face of overwhelming public pressure and popular opinion, an extraordinary courage and an extraordinary amount of determination in supporting these men. And I am, of course, referring to the catalyst of the community, and we are honored to have him with us today, Brother David Boone. As I said, getting these convictions vacated and having these charges dismissed is important, but that is not all that is owed to these men. My wife tells me frequently that sometimes, Kevin, you just need to say, I'm sorry. She tells me that often. And I think that if this day ended without me, as representative of the state, extending an apology to these men, we wouldn't be doing justice in this case. Because these convictions and charges were had in the name of the state. And today, as solicitor for York County, I represent the state. So allow me to take this opportunity to extend to each of you my heartfelt apologies for what happened to you in 1961. But one more thing, if I may, Your Honor, because apologizing isn't enough either. Our community here and our country is a better place because of what y'all did. You all sacrificed your own freedom to make our country better by making a statement about how segregation is unjust and wrong. It's a better place for me, it's a better place for my daughter. And for that, I owe you my thanks. 2 years after you finished serving your sentence, sitting in a jail cell in Birmingham, Alabama, Martin Luther King Jr., sitting in his own jail cell, wrote a letter in response to some criticism that he received because of the perception that he was in Birmingham causing problems and tension and that there was unrest there, and essentially asserting that they were outside agitators. And in this letter, he indicated in response, he said, one day the South will recognize that the men who are engaging in these activities are heroes. One day they will be recognized as the heroes that they are. I have absolutely no doubt that as his pen formed those words, he was thinking of these men right here. And so I would just like to say that on behalf of the state, I am glad that that day has come. You are my heroes. Thank you.